Hello, everybody. This is the last Monday of March 2026. And guess what? After this is April. April, can you believe it? I don't know what happened to March. I slept. Oh my gosh. Um, so we're going to start with some celebrating. Celebrating. If you have enrolled one person this month, raise your hand. We want to celebrate you. Patty, woohoo. Very good. Very good. Very good. If you've enrolled I think somebody probably just did this. If you enrolled two people so far this month, raise your hand. John, Crystal, woohoo, there you go. Crystal, you look healthy, you look tanned. Um, yeah, you too. If you've enrolled three people so far this month, raise your hand. Yay, Deborah, very good. Good. How about four people? Five people? Six? I've enrolled seven so far this month. Yeah, very good. All right. Deborah, do me a favor. I'm not going to look at chats. Pay attention to chats for me.
I was kind of got it.
Your little hand. All right. And I'm going to mute a couple of you that have weird noises sometimes. All right, I'm going to share my screen. And we are going to go. There we go. There we go. Celebrating. All right, you guys, you know what this is. Oh, Deborah, you earned the Affinia Sweet Calypso bundle, which you probably give to me. $1 memberships through tomorrow. All right, Pam Palmer's on our call sometimes, you guys, and she did this. This is going to be on my digital library under additional information, but she broke down and found this and what is in each of these packs, which I think is pretty darn cool. Someone had asked me if I had, and Patty, I feel like you would know this, that we had at one point in time a price comparison of our vitamins versus someone else. Am I making that up? And you're muted, so am I making that up?
No, you're not making it up. We have it, and I think one of my clients actually did it. I think
Hmm.
it was in boards. I'm pretty sure.
All right, I'll see if I can still, if my boards is still there. And I'll try to find it. If anybody has a copy of that, they can send it to me because that would be a really good thing. Because I knew that some Patty you would know about this, but this is pretty cool. Thank you, Pam, for doing this. So cool.
Is it the one versus Centrum? Somebody asked.
No, there was one that was just kind of a general price comparison, but if there you have one versus Centrum, I mean, I have that one. That is in my digital library, the Centrum comparison. Did that at
Oh,
convention.
I thought you meant the amount of money you save by combining all the vitamins together in a pack. That's what my
Oh,
client
maybe
did.
that's it. Yeah, I don't know. No, I think there was a price comparison, but that would be good, Patty. That's right, to put them all together in a pack, how much money you save. Anything like that, you guys get them to me. I'll get them on the digital library. Email me. That would be great. So, Pam, thank you for doing this. All right. Some people have been asking me about the international business. You've got more and more people that are reaching out with the digital, which the Grow app now, you guys, it's pretty darn simple. Of course, open your Grow app. Navigate to the communities. So if you're on your phone, it's the little hamburger thing on the bottom right. Hit the word communities and then select your country. When you select it, you are going to join that country. Then you can access the overview and the enrollment forms because they are different. All right. The policies are different. How they enroll. I have a customer from the Philippines, and that was a huge learning curve. This was before Communities was up, and I had to email the country to get the enrollment forms and to get the overview. And the Philippines is very different as far as products go, as far as what the requirements go. So make sure that you look at these if you do have someone, but that is how you go about setting up and knowing the overview that you send, the forms that they use, but pay attention to the policies because they're all not exactly like ours. So just a little international education there. Any questions about international stuff? Anybody? Scrolling through pictures. No. Okay.
Actually, I do.
Okay.
If you are promoting to someone in a different country, would you still promote that it's American made or is it made in their country? Because I have a few friends from the Philippines as well.
Yeah, no, it's not American made at that point in time.
I didn't think so. It's probably over there.
That's why their slideshow is different.
That's okay. That's what I thought.
Yeah. So like the Philippines, Crystal, they actually have this juice. It's a berry juice that you can that's from the Philippines, antioxidant berry juice stuff that they have that we don't have. So the product's different. The Japanese one, their products look very different on a lot of them. They have a lot of pink going on. So you have to use their slideshow because the manufacturings are in their country. Good question.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good question. Really good question. Thank you for that. All right, if you guys did not see this last week, these are some things that I have been adding to my digital library. Really cool stuff. And I got to tell you, some of this stuff, you guys, is absolutely not me. I found some videos from Jen Sabas, from people in her group. Social media tips, where to place people in your business organization. Really, really, really so fun. My script folder is building. You guys are free to tell me like, hey, here's a script that I love. I will add it to our scripts. Here's something that I've been using that's been helpful. Because when you send it to me, I will add it to the digital library and everybody gets it. So send me your things. If you have a graphic that you love, like Pam just sent me, I'll post on the digital library so everybody can share it. So send me your love, you guys, so that we can do that, okay? All right, I'm doing something different. Today I listened to something they called it Making Money Monday, and I didn't feel like I could steal that, and also I don't have time on Mondays to do it. And what it was is this, and I'm going to start doing this on Wednesdays. It's Wealth Building Wednesdays, and it's for people that are interested in learning more about the Mello Lucas site and talking about, and I kind of do this already, but I saw the structure and how they doing it, which is if you have anyone that's interested in learning about the business side of it, there are some check screenshots I took that are really cool. And it's talking about the opportunity, why this is different than an MLM and a pyramid thing, why we're not. And she kept doing this. We're not this, which is Deborah just dealt with someone who was swearing that we're a pyramid. Like, in our language, we know that's silly. At the end, then we'll do an overview. So these are every Wednesday. So it's a little bit different structure. It's more casual. It's more check showing how people made some checks, what it looks like to grow your income like this month, this month, this month. But also that comparison, which is I think really interesting to say why we're not an MLM, why we don't do binary systems, why breakaways are awful, and that how we have a long-standing retention rate, what that's like. So the calendar is ready. After this, I will be posting the calendar. So it's different this month. All right. It's different. There's a one Monday in the middle of the month. We won't have the Monday thing because I'll be actually flying that day. So just look at it carefully. I have spread out when our director in a days because everybody needs that dedicated time to make phone calls, and people that have shown up to do that, it's been very impactful. And I love them because it forces me to sit there for 2 hours and make calls. Again, if you can't sit there for a full 2 hours for whatever reason, come for as long as you can, right? This is new too. This is about, I asked one of our morning teams about what would you like to see in the calendar, and this is what was brought up, coffee and conversation. I think Terry is the one who came up with this title. I loved it. It's a way for people to come. If you want to talk to people, bring people that are maybe thinking about joining Mello Lucas as a customer, if you just want to ask some questions, just have some coffee. If you need to talk about, I'm struggling with this, it's just going to be open. Someone who maybe is thinking about why we do business here. It's just going to be a laid back coffee conversation. If anything, we'll just talk about the Glow lip gloss and how much we love it. If nobody has any questions about it, right? I love that stuff. How many people have you had the Glow lip balmy gloss lippy stuff, whatever it's called, the Glow one? How many people have that?
I just ordered it, but I have this Picule cream and I love it.
Yes, it is
And then
good. Did you get the nails?
I did got the nail polish, the white.
That is
And
very attractive. That looks really good.
It's very pretty, isn't it?
It is. It's really not. It's not spooky white. It's not. This
No,
is.
it's kind of an off-white.
Mhm.
Anyway,
Yeah, very good. I was on a training before this, and they were going. It was Kim Messengill going over the basics, and I want you guys to look at this, and I want you to write down your answer right now. Crystal, you are cleaning a room, so just write it on your arm. Why are you guys doing this? Why? I want you guys to write it down. Is it reducing debt, be at home with your babies, preparing for retirement? Now, this is Kim's screen. I luckily figured out how to do a quick screen share, screen capture on my computer really fast. Buy a new home, quality of life, travel, cover bills, provide for family activities. What income amount will help you reach your goal? So you've got two answers. Why are you doing this? And what income amount is going to help you reach that? Okay. At the end, we're going to ask you some questions to share with us. Okay. Why and how much? Why and how much? She talked about identifying contacts to approach first. You guys, how many people have literally gone through your phone? Type it in the chat box. Type a 1 if you're like, I still have people that I could contact from my phone. Type a 2 if you're like, I have completely exhausted my phone. Let me see what this looks like. I still got people I can call. 2, I've completely exhausted my phone. Type it in there. Yeah, a lot of 1s. Yeah. A lot of 1s. 2 2s, 1s. Yeah. I'm a 1, you guys. Only 2 2s out of all of us. Good job. You guys, this is a memory jogger. This is in the download and print center at Melaleuca. Business Center reports and tools, download and print. You guys remember that these memory joggers are something you need to be aware of so that you can pass them off to new builders. When was the last time you guys did this? When was the last time you sent somebody a memory jogger? It's been forever. I'm adding this to the digital library and what we do. And the reason why, you guys, is that that's major part of what we're doing, right? Is building our contact list, adding a contact list. How many of you, give me a number in the chat box about how many new names do you add to your contact list every day? Give me some numbers. How much do you add to your contact list every day? Deborah's got 5, 2 to 3. Oh, hi, Jen. 3 to 4, 5. Yeah. This is a daily activity. Mandy, 5. Okay, Rose, you need to work on that. At least 5. Yeah. At least 5, 2 to 3. I know what you meant. 0 to 4. You guys, this is part of our daily activity, our daily critical activity. It has to be 15 minutes added into your life, right? Because here's the thing, Deborah, do you have a comment or did you accidentally raise your hand?
I don't know why that does that. It does that every time.
You guys, now the new thing with, I lowered it. Now the new thing, I lowered it. The new thing with Zoom is when you guys raise your hand, it gives you a raised hand. It's just a new thing with Zoom. It's not you, it's Zoom. The thing about reaching out to people is on this contact list, what is super important is that you have a relationship with them before you actually talk to them. And part of your day needs to be developing relationships, knowing why they need Melaleuca, right? And then approaching, and these are some scripts again from Mark Athas, Stacy Bodner, Brooke Pollan. In order for you to really get good at this job, you have to be a pro at this part. And this is the part that's scary. This is the part that's monotonous. This is the part that's boring. You have to be a pro at it, which means you got to do it a lot. And which means you got to be okay with goofing it up. You got to be okay with, there's a saying called about getting the rocks out of your mouth. You have to be okay that you may not do it well the first time, the second time, the fourth time. The fifth time you're going to get your groove at it, but that first time is probably not going to be great, or maybe it will, who knows. But keep it simple and straightforward. Don't start with a conversation that says, "Hey, Patty, how you doing? How's Molly? How's Tom? Oh, by the way." Be straightforward, get off the phone, be very forward about why you're calling. And here's an important point to identify your shoppers versus your builders, because the conversations are kind of different, right? Identify on that list, and your homework, you guys, is write this down, is to go through that phone of yours and literally divide that list up and get them on your contact list. Write that down. Go through your phone, all of you that were ones, and finally divide them up into, I need to reach out to and contact Cousin Tracy because I haven't talked to her in 5 years, versus, oh, there's my friend Shoshana. I can call her today. Right? Now, Shoshana, is she going to be a shopper, or do I want to talk to her as a builder? Be deliberate in what you're doing, because as a builder, why did you reach out to them? Why would you want to work with them? And lead with that. Authentic connection is the foundation. Of course, Deborah's time. Mom, it's time for the phone call from my mom. Lead with this, because honestly, right now I see Deborah, Crystal, Doris, and Patty, right? I can tell you how I would leave with any of these conversations. And it would be based on what I love about them and why I would want to share this with them and why I think this is important with them. And I know these women enough to know how to talk to them about this, right? And so, you guys, one of the things that's missing is we kind of just go through this routine as opposed to going, why do I want to work with Crystal? Why do I want to work with Patty? Why would Doris be so great on my team? Why would I want Mandy on my team? Mandy just popped in there. Deborah, I can't see anybody else right now, but why? And that's how you lead the conversation with people. Go, Deborah, look, I know you're busy. Yeah, you had heart surgery. You had back surgery. But let me tell you what I got in mind, which is actually kind of the exact conversation I had, because she was in the
happened.
having a hysterectomy. Like, I know you just had a hysterectomy. I know you're in the hospital, but let me tell you what I'm doing and why I want you to be there. And she showed up. And she showed up, right? Straight from the hospital. Okay, tonight, you guys, is not about learning more. Tonight is about deciding who you're going to be this week. All right, who you're going to be this week. So with that in mind, I'm going to play a video. Some of you may have seen this. Let me share my sound. Let me move your faces again. Because I found this very convicting for me. And some of you guys may have already seen this. Here we go.
I get told a lot I don't look like a Navy SEAL, but that's because no one really knows what a Navy SEAL looks like. The reason I got through it is because 99% of us, we're just people that just get it. Positive attitude. Wake up in the morning, be positive. You know, wake up, make your bed, do your thing on time. I had an instructor at SEAL training tell me this course is, regardless of what you've been told, this course is not impossible. People graduate. Look at me, I'm living proof. So I'm never going to ask you to do anything impossible, but I will make you do something very hard, followed by something very hard, followed by something very hard, day after day after day for 8 straight months. And that sounds like a lot to get from now to 8 months from now, but don't think about it that way. That's not how you achieve a long-term goal. I want you to do it like this. Wake up in the morning on time. Make your bed the right way. Brush your teeth, little victories. Make it to the 5 a.m. workout on time. Don't think about the pain. Concentrate on your next goal, which is breakfast. After breakfast, make it to lunch. After lunch, make it to dinner. After dinner, do everything you need to do to get back inside that perfectly made bed, because you took the time in the morning to make your bed the right way, regardless of how bad today was, which it will be bad. Tomorrow's a clean slate and a fresh start, and when you feel like quitting, which you will, do not quit now, quit tomorrow. That's life. He gave me great advice for life too. And he also told me it doesn't matter what you look like, where you're from. If you keep a positive attitude, you can do anything you want. The best advice he gave me before Hell Week was, you're about to go to war for the first time. And your enemy is all your doubts, all your fears, and everyone you know back home that told you you weren't good enough to do this. Keep your head down, keep moving forward no matter what, never quit, and you'll be fine.
How's that for amazing? Never quit and you'll be fine, right? And we have a lot, none of us are Navy SEALs here today. We do not have the kind of issues and pain that they have to go through with this. I'm gonna shrink you guys down. But it is the same kind of concept, and that we are involved in a business that can be frustrating. And here it's a question of strategy, you guys. Okay. Do you think success in this business comes from knowing more or doing more? Type it in the box. Knowing more or doing more? Where does success come from? Knowing more or doing more? What do you think? Doing. Pretty much unanimous. It's doing, right? We don't need to actually know a lot. I get away with not knowing anything because I can say, I don't know that, but I can certainly find out for you, which I learned from my dad. But one of the things that he talked about is waking up on time, making your bed on time. On time, he used that word about 5 times, and making little accomplishments and little victories throughout the day, so that in the day you go, look at what I actually did. What I did. So most people don't fail because they don't know what to do. They fail because they don't do what they already know to do. Knowing is not enough, you guys. We have to apply. Willing is not enough. We must do. And I hear all kinds of reasons why people don't do. And there are really 2 types of people. And really part of what you got to do is decide, who are you? Are you interested? You show up when you feel like it. You need motivation. You talk about what they want. You start, but you don't finish. Is that you, or are you committed? Because the thing about the Navy SEALs is they go into this committed. And they show up no matter what. They act even when they don't feel like it. They focus on what needs to be done, and they finish what they start. Those committed. When I started my bed and breakfast, I couldn't just be interested. I had to be committed because people were going to be in my house and I was going to take their money. Committed. I've seen Deborah in the midst of back surgery deciding she's going to start face painting. She has been committed about learning and practicing it. She's not just interested, she's committed. She bought the supplies. She's practicing on her arm. Every time I see her, there's some new thing on her arm. She's committed. And she's showing up even though she doesn't feel like it. And I respect her so much for that, because you talk about struggles that people have had. She had heart surgery last year. As of in 2 days, it will be 1 year. She enrolled 4 people that month because we were in a fast track, and she showed up even though she did not feel like it. And she focused on what needed to be done, not how she felt. Not how she felt. So you guys, fast track doesn't expose your skills, it exposes your identity. Interested or committed? It's showing your identity right now. Which one are you? And this is some of the things I've been here. I'm just not feeling it. The pressure's too much. I like to sleep in on weekends. That's why I'm not doing anything. I was forced to join a team. No one was forced, you guys. It's voluntarily. In fact, there's a lot of conversation that says, do not do this unless you are committed to doing it. That is a conversation we have over and over and over. It is honorable to say no. It's not honorable to say yes and not do it. It's not. No one's forced you to do this. This is what I'm hearing from people. That's not a time problem, you guys. It's a system problem. That's an identity problem. Because people who identify with and people are really committed to it, man, I get up on weekends. Deborah's doing it even though she's not feeling it. You know, the pressure is self-imposed, you guys. It's self-imposed, right? So this is, type this in the chat. I want you to type this. What have I been telling myself lately? I'm tired. This is hard. I don't have time. And I want you to rewrite it as a comment, as a committed person. I'm tired, but I'm doing it anyway. Instead of saying I'm tired, say I do it anyway. I make time for what matters. This is me building. Instead of this is hard. So what is it one that you've been telling yourself? Write it in the chat. And then the second line is rewrite it as a committed person. Because your results are always going to be the story you repeat to yourself. If you continually tell yourself that you don't feel good, you're not going to feel good. If you tell yourself you don't have time, you won't. The mountain is you. I don't feel well, but I'll find a way to make it work. Make time for building because I'm committed to building a great life. Ooh, I'm tired, I hurt, but tomorrow is a new day. I'm tired and wiped out. I need and I can do this. I'm tired, I'll do it anyway. I feel overwhelmed. Great things do not come to those who wait. Oh, good job, Jen. Yeah. Some of you still need to write your statements. I need to see some of those statements because you guys, you got to own it. Yeah, pass over my most demanding time, but I'll do it anyway. Nobody I know wants to shop with me. I'm committed to meeting new people with the same mindset I have to get out of this situation. I run out of time in a day. I get distracted. So rewrite that, Ellen, rewrite that now as a committed person. I'll get on it tomorrow. I feel horrible. No, I'm doing it today. Love that, Rosa. Yeah. What you tell yourself is true. What you tell yourself is true, you guys, and your results are going to be what you keep telling yourself. And you guys, you know, there's some sick people on here. There's people that are tired. They're trying to juggle other jobs, and there are people that are making, you know, $10,000 a month in little pockets of time. They're full-time moms and teachers. It's finding that time and being mindful about what you're doing. So if you want to finish strong, this is it. Stop overthinking it, you guys. Right now, this month, you just need to invite people and start the conversation that opens the door. Your time needs to be talking to people. So when you finally do say, hey, Deborah, you know, I love chatting with you about your dogs and, you know, your ministry. But let me ask you a question. I noticed that you've got some asthma. Has anyone ever talked to you about Melaleuca? And the fact that maybe we've spent the last 2 weeks, 3 months, whatever, talking about asthma and puppies and face painting. Now I am free to open that conversation. Some of you worry about the right to ask that question. There is no time limit. There is none. If I met Deborah and we had 2 conversations and I heard she was really struggling with asthma, I'm gonna get on that because she doesn't need a friend. She needs something for asthma, right? I mean, that's the severe you can die from. Show the store, present the value in the ecosystem, and then follow up. Consistency is the second. In the second contact is key. Consistency. I got off this meeting earlier and you'd be surprised. Laura Larson, she was a house cleaner. She was approached for 4 years before she finally said yes. A lot of people were approached for a long time before they said yes because they were doing something else. They didn't see the value. They were too stubborn, whatever. You guys, this month, you don't need to do everything. You just need to do these things consistently. All right, this is the time when you need to buckle down and say no to some things so that you can finish strong for whatever reason, why you chose to do this. Okay, Navy SEALs don't quit because they feel good. They keep going because they decide ahead of time they wouldn't quit. They decided they wouldn't quit. And for those of you on a fast track team, you put your hands into a pot and you made the commitment to do this. No excuses. So have you decided, or are you still negotiating with yourself? Have you decided? Because if you've decided, then you might want to look at your activity and go, is this the actions of somebody? Is this the action of someone who's really decided to build this, or are you just still are the actions of someone who's someone on the fence? If you look in the box there, you can see that Jen Jump did a visual that she has cruise qualified, and there's a picture of her in the cruise, and I love that in front of her. I'm organizing my day and honoring my schedule. I use all the tools. I set timers. I do what it takes. I love that. Yeah, I'm showing properties all day. I'm tired, but I am committed to doing at least 15 minutes. You guys need to write down the things and be honest with yourself about what's keeping you. Because the people that build this business and you wonder, what's the secret sauce? The secret sauce, you guys, is that they're committed. That's the secret sauce. They're committed. There's no excuses, and they're finding little pockets of time, and they're not worried about, I'm not sure what to say to this person. They pull up a script and they just read it. Or they're real honest just with their conversation. They're not overthinking it. You just got to pick up the phone a lot. Now, I was going to talk about tonight making your own funnel system on Gmail. I'm not going to do that tonight because I know we all have a lot to do. It's the end of the month. But I am going to ask, are there any questions or comments about what I just covered?
This was fabulous. I took lots of screenshots.
So who wants to share why they're doing this? Why are you doing the business?
I'll share mine, Sandy. To afford to live and pay off bills, and the dollar amount's $5,000 minimum per month.
That's good. Yeah. Anybody else? Why are you doing this?
I'll share. Sandy, you know my situation. You know that when I started this, it was desperation, and it seems like that the harder that I've pushed, the evil one has pushed back, and I started to surrender, not to the one I should have, but I started to just lay down and forget it. Like I just last couple of days, I haven't felt good. I've just said, forget it. I'll do it tomorrow, and I'm grateful that I was in this meeting with you tonight because the fact is I can't just stop because I don't feel good. And you're right. I have to make a decision. Am I on the fence or am I gonna jump over the fence? Like and it's not fair for me to ride the fence when there's other people out there that are, I don't. Their situation is worse than mine or different, and they are still getting up every day to fight the battle to make sure their bills get paid and that they don't let their team down. And so this meeting has really opened my eyes and helped me to stop feeling sorry for myself, because that's the truth. I've been feeling sorry for myself. I'm in a crap situation, but the truth is, it could be worse. So
always could be worse. Yeah.
Yeah.
It always could be worse. The thing that when I started writing notes I start with just words all over a page of what I want to accomplish, and I kind of get it through. And one of the things that I wrote is that if you are truly living our motto, which is to enhance the lives of those we touch by helping them reach their goals, if you truly, truly, truly are working towards that goal, then the excuses need to go away. I can't do this, I'm not feeling it. You're forgetting your goal. Your goal is to enhance the lives of somebody else. And honestly, if that is your whole goal, and if it is truly your heart, you're not going to stutter over, you're not going to worry about what to say. You're just going to say whatever comes into your face. It's like you guys, we spend way too much time picking over words. And I came up with the follow the process script because it helps us to stay focused and not word vomit. But quite honestly, even then, sometimes word vomiting works. It's just, you guys, if you really are wanting to reach your hand out to help somebody, you're going to keep going after them until you help them.
That's right.
And that's the thing that has to be the key on what we're doing. Yes, Rosa?
Sandy, the way that you put it, my grandfather was such a strong Christian man, and he was adamant about you serve others. That was what we're supposed to do. And I know that if the world was the way the Lord had meant it to be, we're supposed to help each other, not try to step on somebody else's back to get up in the world. You see your brother or sister fall down, you stop and you pick it up. You help them, no matter who it is. It doesn't matter who they are. It doesn't matter their background or you just help that person. Yeah. And that's just how I was raised. I've literally given people shoes off my feet with no questions asked. They needed them, and I was on my way home, and she was homeless. And so, I mean, and I'm not trying to say that to prop myself up at all, but it just makes it. And I'm grateful for the people that have done the same for me, not in the same aspect, but in the same. They've helped me. I've been helped tremendously. Not, I mean, Miss Sandy has helped me more than she'll ever know.
Mhm.
Thank you, Miss Sandy.
Lot of prayer, honey. A lot of prayer. Anybody else have any comments or questions that they need to add to this? Anybody else have why are they doing this and how much money do you need to make per month? Why are you
I'll do
doing this?
Um,
Doris?
okay, I thought Patty was, yeah, I lost a huge part of my retirement through divorce. And so I am building my retirement, and I need to make 3,000 to 5,000 a month, to be where I should be. And
Very interesting. I didn't know
mhm.
you lost it in divorce. That's tragic.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody else? Thank you for sharing, being transparent. Yeah, Patty?
Buy a car, travel, have less stress for Tom because he worries about things. I don't have a retirement. My retirement went away, my 401k. And 5,000 minimum, but then 10,000.
Mm-hmm.
My goal.
Very good. Anybody else? Ellen?
Yeah, me, it's reduce debt, cover bills, prepare for retirement, not have to worry about where the money's going to come from when something happens. I need a car, I need to fix my car, I need my pets need to see the vet, whatever it is. And me, it's a minimum 5K a month, but ideally it would be more than that because I'm behind, so I need to catch up. So
Yeah, and put it away for like, oh yeah, I can take a cruise with you, that kind of day.
yeah, that'd be fun. I'll buy a plane ticket and come by to your party.
Come
Yeah.
to come to Idaho. And Crystal,
Yes.
I'm having a baby, stepping away from the massage table, 3,000 minimum. Yeah, and you got to be making that by August. Yeah, retirement 5,000 per month. Yeah, you guys, it's kind of interesting that we look at us and we're all kind of saying the same thing. Retirement. How did we get to be that old, people? How did we get to be that old? But you got to plan now for that kind of stuff and travel and emergencies and those of you that have heard me long enough, if you live in Idaho, you better have an emergency fund to buy new tires because they're going to get snow issues and have to have new tires. Like, I cannot believe how many new tires I bought because of snow stuff. All right, you guys, I'm going to stop the recording. Everyone say bye to those that are watching.